Do you remember when Crap iPhone used to leave good comments on this channel? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Hey folks, it's your old pal King Waspinator. Welcome back to Total Party Skills. This one's gonna be pretty quick. Something I'm noticing now that the channel has more engagement and more comments, whereas 95+% of the commenters have typically good things to say, thoughtful, helpful, informative, supportive, all that kind of stuff. Even, several of the people who will disagree with me do so in a fashion that is, engaging and is more, an active debate as opposed to argument. But there is also an increasing number of comments that come through that just read as weirdly hostile, and that's nothing unique to me, or it seems to be pretty much anyone who puts anything on the internet. The more people who see it, the greater likelihood that someone's going to see it, and then for some reason not only dislike it, but become extremely just hostile towards the person who put it out there. Why that is probably varies a little bit from person to person, so it's hard to just say only one thing is behind this. But there's probably a handful of different factors that kind of interweave to create this phenomenon. Another thing, though, I'm noticing that I don't really hear as much about, people mention, out there in the great internetosphere, is occasionally you see these comments that, I don't know, they read really similarly to the sort of statement you would expect to come from a specific person, particularly a couple of YouTubers. Crap iPhone, I don't know. He used to comment on the channel a lot, disappeared a little bit around the time that, I made the stink out of the original Vengeful Satanis controversy a year ago. And recently, saw a few comments of his pop up on some videos, and they were just kind of weirdly unhinged. And then there's also another commenter who I'm pretty sure was Vengeful Satanis, because it's the only thing that would explain why that particular account would leave comments that were, so just still hung up and butthurt over that to that degree. Even one of Venger's hardcore fans wouldn't still be that worried about it a year later. Kind of a thing, Recently, there was a comment on the video I did about the Red Room controversy, which, man, that really reads as if it's from the point of view of someone who works at Drive-Thru RPG, so perhaps whoever works there that's been tasked with having to watch my social media to make sure that I conform. Saying that my works are somewhat bad taste. Okay, cool. You know how much popular stuff is out there as bad taste comedy? I mean, South Park, Family Guy, all of Adult Swim. That's bad taste is part of what, being funny is, at least for a certain kind of sub-genre of comedy. So, I don't know, but it just, like I said, it read odd. On myself, I have my old account, which I still use to watch YouTube because I have, the YouTube Red thing turned on there, so I don't have to watch commercials. So I don't really use this account much to actually watch YouTube, and so occasionally people might notice, other YouTubers who watch this channel might have seen that I've commented on a video of theirs, but it'll be under the moniker of Sofa King Waspinator instead of Total Party Skills, because, well, I'm not going to, sit through the ads. They're getting their $10 a month out of me. I'm going to use the account where I don't have to, put up with that. And also, I don't have to, resubscribe to this insanely long list of channels that I've subscribed to over the decade and a half I've been watching YouTube. And so I'm sure that probably other people who have channels have something similar going on, where they have a separate account that they use for their casual viewing and interaction, so that people don't necessarily realize, that a larger YouTuber is actually commenting on their video or something. Or it's kind of like a bit of an incognito thing. I mean, since we all use these stupid made-up nicknames for ourselves as if we're fucking jet fighter pilots or hackers, when, really there's... we don't get to do that on Facebook, at least not anymore, so why does YouTube allow us to come up with these fake names for ourselves and all that kind of stuff? There is no King Waspinator. Total Party Skills doesn't exist. It's just me. And if you buy my books, you know what the fuck my name is. So, I don't know. I just find it weird. Something to look out for, and something maybe for other YouTubers, you know, who are, you know, seeing this, to pay attention to your comments. That there's a few people here and there who you might occasionally see a comment that really reads like the sort of thing you'd expect someone specific to say, even though that account doesn't have that person's identity, their YouTube identity, you know, as the name, and will typically have a generic faceless avatar, you know, just like the little circle with the gray, you know, silhouette of a person, as opposed to actually having a picture and all that kind of stuff. Just something to keep an eye out for. Other than that, there's really nothing else to say about it. Just trying to come up with some delicious content. So, thanks for sticking around through it. If you have any thoughts on the subject, feel free to drop them below. Hit like and subscribe. Go to DriveThruRPG, or even better yet, go to Amazon.com to buy my books in print. And until next time...
Y'all stay waspinated now, you hear?
Reality isn't always what it seems. Oh, and seriously, if you're gonna leave some comment about, like, oh my god, I can't believe how butthurt you are, like, it's not what's going on. I find a lot of YouTubers make really repetitive stuff, talking about the same D&D shit all the time. It's not original, and so since I don't want to just keep making the same videos over and over again about elves, I try to find things to talk about and still put them out there for your viewing enjoyment. But, like, don't think of this as something that I'm fretting away my day about. You know, like, as you can see, I got plenty of stuff going on, and I'm actually quite satisfied with life, more so than I've probably ever have been, so I'm good. And you should be, too. Stay waspinated. Again.